Hi there, I'm Shahy and welcome to Shahy's Easy English. Today we will be talking about the coronavirus, and this is because a learner from Hello Talk, Omar, so hi Omar, he said that I should do some videos or do lessons on the coronavirus. So I'm going to explain to you what things mean and what you can say to express yourself, and we will also look at some questions. So the first thing is to catch a virus. Okay, to catch it, it's not like a ball that we catch it, but it means that one person can give it to another person and they catch it, okay? So the person can say, I caught the virus, okay? Or somebody else caught the virus. If they already caught the virus, it means they already have it, okay? To avoid catching the virus, you must wash your hands, or wear a mask, or, you have to take precautions. Precautions means you have to be careful and do certain things so you don't get the virus. Okay, especially the washing hands, and there are many things that we have to do to avoid it. If somebody is at risk of catching the virus, it means they are in danger of catching the virus. A person can be at risk of catching a virus if they are close to somebody who has the virus, or if they get close to somebody who has the virus. So they recommend that the person who has the virus, okay, they quarantine themselves in their home for 2 weeks. Okay, this means that you have to stay in your home, and if you are sharing a home with other people, you have to avoid, contact with them. Which can't always be easy, but this is what is advised. So advice means information that is of benefit to you. Okay. So they may say things like, it is advisable to wear a mask. When you go out, it is advisable for you to wear gloves on your hands, when you wear gloves on your hands. I don't have any because I didn't wear them. Okay, so to wear gloves on your hands, and so you have to wash your hands with soapy water, okay, and for 40 seconds. And this will help to remove the virus. If you already have it on your hands, that's why you're not supposed to touch your face, they said, because it can go from your nose or from your mouth or from your ears into your system, which is why we have to wash our hands to be safe. Okay, so what are the symptoms? They said that there's a continuous cough. You know what it's continuous, which means it goes on and on and on. Okay, this means it's a continuous cough. And you have the person who has the virus has problems with breathing. This is the breath, okay? And when you continuously go, it's breathing, okay? We are all breathing, and that's why we are alive, okay? So they say that the virus affects the respiratory system, okay, which is the breathing system. These are the symptoms. Okay, this means that these things happen to a person. If they say, what are the symptoms of the coronavirus? You can say the continuous cough, people have a high fever, they have problems breathing. So a fever, you have to check what the experts say, how high your fever is supposed to be, because I'm not an expert. I can't tell you. There is another word which is very important. It's called asymptomatic. Asymptomatic means the person who doesn't have the symptoms, which means they don't have the cough, they don't have the fever, they don't have, the breathing problems, but they still have the virus. The person who is asymptomatic can pass it to another person without knowing it, which is sad. So that's why, even when you think that you don't have the virus, it's recommended that you stay away from people and don't touch them, okay? Don't hug them. This is the people outside. That's why people don't go to work, and some people do. So yeah, it's different depending on the country. For the people who do go out, they have to practice social distancing. Social means when you are around people, okay? When you are around people, you are being social, okay? And distancing is the distance is the space between you and the other person. Social distancing, okay? So we can say that social distancing is being practiced to avoid further contamination, okay, or spread of the virus. It spreads, okay? One person catches it and another person catches it, another person catches it, and it covers a lot of the people. That means it's spread everywhere. The case of the virus is when one person gets it, another person gets it, and lots of people get it. It's spread everywhere, all over the country, and now it's spread all over the world. I mean, it's gone everywhere. It's passed from. Okay, so many places are also closed. Okay, many businesses are closed because of the virus. And there's been a lockdown, so you know what lockdown is, because you might still be in lockdown in your country, which can be frustrating. Oh, I'm so tired of this. Frustrating, okay? And you might not go out, and it might make people feel depressed. When am I going to go out? Okay, they might feel like this, or people might fight with each other, with their family members. So it is a very difficult time. Because the virus has spread everywhere, it's now become a pandemic. First, it was an epidemic, which means it only affected a small area of the world. It was in China, okay? And now it's spread all over the world, so it's become a pandemic. And people are, many people are helping, many people are adapting. To adapt is to change yourself to suit the situation, or to change yourself to make most of the situation for the betterment of your own life. Okay, so what is a test? When I heard that they take a swab, they put a cotton bud in your nose and they take the DNA sample and they check it. Okay, so the test is positive if the person has the virus, and I hope that's never going to happen to you. And if the person doesn't have the virus, okay, it will test negative. Okay, positive for yes, the person has the virus, and negative for no, the person doesn't have a virus. So there are many people who have the virus, and there are many people who don't have the virus. So there are many cases, they say this, there are many cases of the virus, which means there are many people who have the virus or had the virus. And many people recovered from the virus. To recover from something is to survive it. So if you recover from an illness, it means you are better now, you are healthy now. Okay, I recovered from the virus. Okay, I recovered from my cold, you can even say. So you can recover from any illness. I recovered from the shock. If somebody is shocked and then they recover, they become calmed down, they become normal again, they recover from it, okay? So whatever difficulty or sickness they experience, they recovered from it. Now they feel good, they feel healthy, they feel normal. I think you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, what other questions you can ask, which you don't have to ask? You can say, do you know anybody who caught the virus? Do you know anybody who had the virus? Do you know anybody who has the virus? Did you get tested for the virus? You can say, what are your test results? If somebody said, oh, I got tested for the virus, or I had a test done, then you can say, what were your test results? Just like an exam, but this is a medical examination. Hopefully somebody will say, I tested negative, or maybe if they tested positive, then hopefully they will recover from it. You can say, do you have to wear a mask when you go out? Okay. Our government has made it illegal for people not to wear a mask, okay? So it's illegal for people if they don't wear a mask. They can get fined, which means they have to give money if they don't wear a mask, okay? I think in Oman it's like this. Okay, so in some countries people have to wear a mask, and they say, oh, actually we only have to wear it when we are in the shops and we are close to people. And there are systems that have been established in the shops, so we have to keep 2 meters away from everybody when we stand in line, and there are arrows in Tesco and in other big places. There are arrows on the floor, so an aisle is like where the things are, okay, and then there's an arrow that's going down, and in the next aisle where the other things are, the arrow will go this way, so people have to follow the arrows. They can't just, they're not supposed to, but you know. So there are rules that have been put in place. I mean, people or the shops are using rules to help people, to help their customers not get the virus, and the shops are open, so you know, people can do their shopping, because it can be very stressful, worried. Okay, so hopefully all this will pass soon. And now the lockdowns are being relaxed, which means the lockdown is not as strict as before. In some countries they have a curfew, okay, which means they have to stay at home until the government says so. Okay, so we've come to the end of the video. I hope that you didn't get the virus and you are safe and well. Also, if there's anything you want me to make a video about, then leave it in the comment section. Okay, so I'll try my best to do that for you. Also, make sure you remember to give it a big thumbs up, like, share and subscribe if you didn't already, for some more amazing videos. I wish you a wonderful day, take care, and stay safe. See you soon, and bye for now.